There's always been a huge debate when it comes to catching paranormal on film, while it's by video or photo. But are you a skeptic or are you a believer? Now, for all the people that are just tuned in that are believers like me, you'll want to stay tuned for this spooky video, because today we are checking out Ghosts Caught on Camera, the top 5 best ghost photos ever. Yes, my lovelies, you heard me correctly, as you can tell by my kind of spooky looking skull clothes. We are going to be watching a ghost video. That is why I specifically said in my intro, if you're a believer, you want to stay tuned, because for any skeptics that come and try to say stuff, go ahead, bye, see you later. Because I'm not handling for that mess. Take this on the short side, which I will go probably a bit into deeper stuff probably throughout the video, as I'll just be focusing on the video itself with my reaction. But put in retrospective, I am 100% believer. I am also gifted, believe it or not. You know, I can feel, heat, see, you know, all that jazz with ghosts. I come from a gifted family, so my family and I kind of all have this gift, and I'm an empath, so I'm also really spiritually connected in a way. So I love watching paranormal shows, and I love watching these type of videos, but there's so many of them out there, especially on YouTube, and I've never really watched one on camera, so why not give it a shot for a change? So if you're a believer, please make sure you stay tuned to my reaction and also a little bit of my thoughts in between, because of the fact that I've never seen this particular video before, and we are in for a ride, that's for sure. Now, if you want to catch this video first, along with other unedited reactions, including music and random videos like this, then please go ahead and jump over to my Patreon, where you can become a free member. Everything is available to all members, and whenever you want to, you can become a paid member within my 3-tier memberships. Everyone is always welcome. There's always no pressure, but it definitely helps support me, as I already have some members already over there. So if you want to join the club, then please come from YouTube and join me on Patreon so I can help grow. You'll help me grow, and from YouTube to Patreon, both will be very, very helpful. Like always, like and comment on all my videos, including this one. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have already done so you support me on here. And after you subscribe, hit the bell to get notified for when I post new videos. So without further ado, let's get spooky. I'm so excited for this.
In this countdown, I'll attempt to showcase what many believe to be true photographic evidence of the existence of ghosts. Most of the ghost photos in this list were taken before the age of digital cameras and Photoshop. They were shot on actual film stock and examined by experienced photographic experts. The photos were all found to be authentic, not manipulated in development. In the end, of course, the decision is up to you. Are these images real ghosts caught on camera, or just simple photo fakes? You decide.
Let's go!
So, top 5 supposedly real ghosts caught on camera.
Let's go.
The Spectre of Newby Church. This next ghost photo is one of the most famous of all time. The photo was taken in 1963 in Newby Church in North Yorkshire in England. The spectre of the strange hooded monk with the distorted face seems so clear that it has led many to question the authenticity of the photo. However, in the late 1970s, the film was examined by a team of experts working for the BBC. The group examined both the photo and the negative and found no evidence of tampering.
Wow,
Even
that's
stranger,
crazy!
During the examination, they surmised that, judging by the angle and surroundings in the photo, the scary hooded entity would have been over 8 feet tall.
Oh my god, you can clearly see everything. That is crystal clear.
The second reason that this photo has more credibility than the average random ghost photo is that it was taken in 1963 by the actual vicar of the Newby Church. Reverend Kenneth F. Lord.
1960s.
The Reverend says that he was attempting to take a picture of the church altar, and the bizarre figure just appeared in the photo when it was developed. By going public with his ghostly photograph, the Reverend had nothing to gain and could have easily lost the respect of his church congregation and brought shame to the church itself. So, would a man of the cloth fake a ghost caught on camera photo when he had nothing to gain and everything to lose? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Oh my god, that's so
White
freaky!
Lady of Worsted.
That's so freaky.
In 1975, Peter and Diane Berthelot visited the Worsted Church in North Norfolk in the UK. Diane took a seat amongst the empty pews to say a short prayer. Her husband Peter snapped a candid photo of her as she sat and prayed. Later, when the film was developed, the couple was shocked to see the ghostly apparition of what appears to be a woman sitting behind Diane, dressed all in white.
I thought I saw
and
something.
old-fashioned clothing. Peter and Diane Berthelot swear that there was no one else present around Diane when the picture was taken. The couple later showed this photo to Reverend Petit, the church vicar, and inquired about the strange specter in the photo. They were shocked when the Reverend told them about the White Lady, a ghost that is said to have haunted the Worsted Church for more than 150 years. In a local story dating back to the 1830s, it is said that a man laughingly dismissed the legend of the White Lady ghost, boasting that he would climb to the top of the church bell tower at midnight, and if the White Lady was there, he would give her a big kiss on the lips. As the story goes, the man followed through with his ill-advised boast. He did indeed climb the ladder to the Worsted Church bell tower at midnight. Time passed, but the man never returned. Finally, the man's friends ascended the bell tower stairs to check on him. What they found shocked them to the core. The man was cowering in the corner of the bell tower, shivering violently and barely able to speak. With quivering lips, he said simply, "I saw her. I saw the White Lady." And then without another word, he closed his eyes and passed away.
Okay, I kind of wanted to just pause for a minute to kind of like process these because holy crap, like I'm getting chills. That's literally all I can think to say is that I literally got chills. But to kind of give a little bit of a further input as of me, as I said in the intro, I am a 100% believer, you know. I'm gifted, my family is gifted, and I love watching paranormal shows. Hence, one of my favorite paranormal shows. Shout out to Ghost Adventures for that. If you come at me in the comments for loving that show, or if you're a skeptic, please leave. Anyways, for anyone that is beyond curious, that's kind of a little bit of background. So, it's always, especially stuff that was caught from way back in the day, it is so much harder to actually deny things that are caught because things were so much different photography wise back in the day compared to now. Like, technology has advanced so much that yes, unfortunately, it can be difficult in a way to figure out if something is real or if it's fake. But that's why there are certain paranormal experts out there, like the stars from Ghost Adventures, that do what they do. That's why people like them do what they do, because there's always this deep curiosity of so much we don't know about the paranormal, and catching and filming these things and trying to figure it out between life and death. What's really out there, that whole retrospective deep down hole, there's so much we don't know. There's so much to be discovered, especially whether it's good or bad. No matter what, it's always interesting and very, very skin crawling to see stuff when it's caught on camera, and especially stuff from back in the day. So all this is just very, very interesting to look at this. And like I said, one of my favorite shows is Ghost Adventures, and they've been on air for quite a long time. Like, I've been a fan of Ghost Adventures since season 1 began. I've been there through it all, and no matter what, I love each and every one of these guys. I mean, I feel like I practically grew up with them at this point, because I was like, between 7 and 9, I would say, when the show first came out. Like, season 1 was already out and airing on cable, and then my family and I kind of like went back and watched the documentary for 2004 after season 1. So I've been into the show since season 1, and seeing the places that they've gone to and seeing the progression as time goes on of how technology can be used, especially nowadays, to detect not only when stuff is fake, but also to be able to use technology to our advantage to further enhance, like, be able to capture these things on camera, whether it's by video or photo. And they always, like, and especially you would need to know there's so much into it, and it would take me forever today to like rant off about it. But basically, whether you're skeptic or believe, it doesn't really matter, or at least, you know, opinions are up to you, as you know, in general, as the video says. But I 100% believe all of this, really, to be honest with you. What?
The farm
Oh
boy
my god,
ghost
that gave
of
me chills.
Hertfordshire, England. Neil Sandbach was photographing some scenic farmhouse shots to be used as the backdrop for a couple's wedding stationery. The couple were planning to have their wedding at the quaint, out-of-the-way farm the next week. Later, when Neil examined the series of photos that he had taken, he was shocked to see that one of the images seemed to contain the bright, glowing figure of a young boy who seemed to be staring back at Neil from around the corner of one of the buildings.
Ew!
Neil says that he's sure that there was no one else present at the farm when the photos were taken. Now, Neil was not sure exactly what had appeared in his photo.
Oh my god,
Before
stop
the wedding,
zooming
Neil
in!
asked the staff of the farm if they had ever had any creepy or unexplained experiences while working there.
Right,
Even though the farm staff had not seen Neil's spooky photo, in fact didn't even know the picture existed, they all said that on many occasions they had each seen the figure of a young boy, dressed in old-fashioned white sleeping clothes and lurking around the barn.
Wow.
This is believed to be the spirit that Neil Sandbach photographed. But what do you think? Is it a real ghost caught on camera? Or just some careful photo manipulation by an experienced photographer?
You can't fake
Chico
that.
ghost
Oh my
truck.
god.
Roy, a California policeman, found an old abandoned truck on Honey Run Road in Chico, California.
Right.
He took pictures of the truck for the purpose of logging the vehicle into police records so that it could be towed away.
Very old-fashioned. That's very old.
Later, when Roy checked his photos, he was shocked to see the clear image of a face staring back at him from the passenger seat of the truck.
What?
Roy swears that there was no one around when he took his pictures, and the man's likeness did not appear in any of his other photos. Most disturbing is the strange, piercing look that the man appears to be giving Roy as the picture is taken. But what do you think?
Clear. And it has
Is this
no
a
eyes.
real ghost caught on camera, or just a bizarre reflection from the midday sun?
How is that reflection? Like, I've talked about I will link a couple of videos to, that I've talked about, basically, of a couple of my paranormal experiences that I had growing up. But, basically also is that, where my dad, grew up in Greenbrook, New Jersey, the house that he lived in was actually really haunted as well. So he's got some paranormal stories and stuff for days, bro. And I think I was a little bit too young, or maybe it was before I was born, but in the 90s, my uncle, which is my dad's brother, lives in Arizona. So they went to one of the most haunted places that you know of in Arizona, which is the Birdcage Theater. They went there, and there's this ghost called Big Nose Kate. My brother, who was little at the time, he's 7 years older than me, my brother even saw Big Nose Kate. And that place is so freaking haunted that it is literally unreal. And if you don't believe it, you would have to go there yourself, have an experience, and you see what some people are saying. I've never been there, but I would love to go there. I can't remember if it was like after I was born or before I was born. But that's just one of the examples. But enough of me ranting. I just wanted to give a little bit space of background information into me with paranormal so nobody kind of gets confused. But, yeah, like the guy said, this is kind of really up in the air, but I mean, these are all really interesting. And if these photos from back in the day, then I probably believe that these are real, because with the film from way back in the day, if something is, you can't fake this stuff back then. You really can't. But I'm going to leave it up in the air. But anyway, let's finish watching.
The Pink Lady
Nah,
of
bro.
O'Hare.
Nah.
Armed with video and film cameras, a man named Guy Winters and a friend set out to explore the supposedly haunted O'Hare house in Greencastle, Indiana.
Okay.
Two men spent 2 days exploring and filming the house. Several minor oddities and paranormal occurrences were experienced. But by far the most striking supernatural evidence retrieved were these photos, snapped by Guy Winters of the outside of the O'Hare house.
What is
This
that?
first photo is the blurry picture of what appears to be a woman standing in the front doorway, staring out at the photographer.
Oh, God.
Second picture,
Ugh.
another blurry manifestation
I
looking
got
out a
chills.
downstairs
I don't know if you guys
window.
can see it, but oh my God.
But what truly baffled paranormal researchers is
I got
this
chills.
series of photos taken of an upstairs bedroom. It shows 3
Whoa!
photos of what has come to be called the Pink Lady of O'Hare House. Guy Winters
Oh
did
my
not see this
God, they
apparition
all
at the
look
time.
similar.
He only found it later after the photos were developed. A professional analysis of the film proved that the images are indeed on the film negative. But perhaps even more chilling is what happened when the picture was run through a computer enhancement to try to uncover greater detail in the photo.
What happened?
When enhanced,
What am I looking at?
the photo looks like a skull encased in the ghastly apparition of a human
Yeah,
body.
I can see it. You can see it. You can clearly see that.
Unfortunately,
Oh my
no
God.
further investigation into O'Hare House was ever able to be conducted. Once Guy Winters' footage became public, the house's owner, fearing intense interest by other paranormal researchers and local teenagers, had the house demolished. There is now only a cornfield where the house once stood.
Can you imagine
These
how
photos
haunted
taken
that
by
ground
Guy
is?
Winters during his investigation may be the last shots ever taken of O'Hare House.
Wow.
So is this a real ghost caught on camera?
Oh my God, I got
or just a
goosebumps
careful
bad,
fake?
bro.
You decide.
Oh my God.
So that's it. The top 5 scary and
This
possibly
was so
real ghost
freaky and actually
pictures
so cool,
ever taken.
especially
Are they
I
real
love stuff like
or
this. I
are
was
they
such a
fake?
freak for stuff like
In
this.
the end, that's for you, the viewer, to decide.
I believe it's all real. Thank you for watching. Spooky. In this video off, since this is right at the end, I just want to make it clear that, like he said, it's really up in the air whether you choose to believe it or not, as I've said before, but I've unexpectedly captured stuff on camera before, and sometimes when you unexpectedly capture stuff that you just can't explain, then that's when things get really, really eerie. So whether you believe it's real or not, I have my own opinions. You guys will have your own opinions, but either way, these are very, very eerie photos, and I 1,000,000% believe that they are real because I'm gifted. I have gifts. I come from a gifted family, and I've captured stuff on camera before that's unreal. I haven't captured like a real full out clear ghost, but I've catched orbs and all this stuff throughout the years. So yeah.